Hi, and in this video I'm going to do a tutorial from the Guitar Basics book, and it's called Meet the Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones, there we go, and there's the music for it. So let's start by having a look at the music itself and looking at the notes. I'll just point to the notes to start with, and again, you've seen in my past tutorial videos the benefit of asking younger students to say the note names before playing. So in my lessons, what I would ask a student to do is to point to that note there and ask them to name the note. So obviously a D, going down to a G, and then we have the high G, going to an E. And I would just do that a bar at a time and ask the child to name the notes. And if you can name them, then obviously there's a very good chance that they're going to remember how to play them. So we'll work on the assumption that they've named the notes. You've asked them to name them. Just do it for each bar and then just play each bar at a time. But I will demonstrate now what the notes are, just for a recap in the lessons that I've been teaching. So I've said the first note. We start off with a D, and that D is located on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, so that's string 1, string 2. You'll have seen lots of information in my video tutorials about right hand technique and left hand technique, so I'm not going to discuss those here. If you've got problems in getting notes to sound right and how to get the right hand to play properly on the strings, please look at those videos. So we start off with a high D, and that's our note there. I'm playing string 2, of course, 1, 2. I'll just bring my hand up a little bit more so that can be easily seen. And then we're going to play the G afterwards, which is the open string G, the 3rd string. So we get D, G. Okay, and then let's locate the next notes, which is a high G. So that's just moving my finger 3 onto the 1st string at fret 3. That's my high G, and I've got an open string E. Okay, so let's just put those together. D, G, G, E. Okay, the one thing you notice about this music is that there's actually some rest notes in there, which is causing like a syncopation of the notes, really. They're moving onto not just on beats 1, 2, 3, 4. So the way I count this music is to do this. If you're going to count and play, you need to be able to do this. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and... Okay, so that's how we count it again. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2. That's moving to the next bars. So it gives us a sense of completeness if we play those next 2 notes. Using that principle, if we just start on bar 2, we've got a similar feeling here, but we've got D, G, then we have a D again, going down to a C, which of course is fret 1 on the 2nd string. So I'll play those ones. D, G, D, C. Okay, and then we've got the 2 bars. Following by bar 3, we've got a run now of quaver notes, half beats. B, B, C, D. Okay, so we'll play those. 2nd string open for the B's. B, B, fret 1 for the C. D, followed by a G, A, B in the final bar there, where there's the first repeat signified. Let's just count those through from the B's. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, as that note holds on. So again, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And just saying the note names, B, B, C, D, G, A, B. It's just something that I totally encourage in the lessons to help the students not only try to learn the rhythmic way of playing, but also really just get used to the notes that they're saying. We can see then that there's a repeat, so it goes back to the beginning. So we start on the 1st bar again, D, G, and so on. Then we get G, A, and finishing with the 2nd ending now, a G, string 3. So I hope that's helped you play the first line. The second line, we introduce a new note, so we're going to play finger 2. We've got an F sharp there, it's on the F line with a sharp next to it. I notice a lot of kids are calling it hashtag these days, but we'll still call it sharp. So we've got finger 2 on fret 2 on the first string, so again I'll just play that first string. That's your high F sharp, second string B. Same rhythms here, 1, 2, 3. Finger 3 goes to the high G, as in the first bar, back down to the F sharp. Second bar, F sharp, E, E, F sharp, E. I'll play that in time. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4. Okay, so that gives us the timing. So again, identifying those notes, the first note in bar 6, F sharp, fret 2 on string 1, and then the G, the high note that comes on beat 3.5 there, is finger 3, and then we go back to the F sharp. Remember that once a note has been made a sharp, or for example if it's been made a flat note, that will last for the whole of the bar. So that last note in bar 6 is also an F sharp. It doesn't go down just to F natural, it's still F sharp. Okay, then that takes us to bar 8, where we've got a high E, followed by an A, which now we know is fret 2 on string 3, back up to F sharp, string 2, fret 2 on string 1, down to the E. Next bar, E, D, D, E, D. We've done those notes before, so now we know those. Followed by a repeat of the kind of first phrases of the song, D, G, G, E, D, G. D, C, B, B, C, D, G, A. Then you've got a slight change there. On bar 13, we missed the first beat, but we come in on the and of that. So it goes 1, and 2, and 3, 4. So the notes are 1, B, C, D, G, A. So we have to count that. If we come from bar 12, we get this. 1, and 2, and 3, 4. 1, and 2, and 3, 4. Same principle next bar. 1, and 2, and 3. Okay, so there's your G, finger 3 on that high G. Moving to the highest note we can see in the song, we just move it along to the 5th fret. That's the 5th fret. I'm playing it with finger 3 because I've just decided here to just use my finger 3 as a guide finger. Back down to G and finish off with the G. Okay, so that's the melody line for Meet the Flintstones. I just want to look at the bass note part, which is at the bottom of the page. This is a nice repeating pattern that we can play. We'll see the names of the notes there, where it says under the words reminder. We can use the symbol to keep playing repeats, and that's what we're going to do. So the first note is a G, followed by a B, a C, and a D. So again, to locate those, low G. Finger 3 on string 6. Okay, so I'm using finger 3 there. Finger 2 will go to string 5, the 2nd fret, for the second note, which is a B. Followed by the 3rd note, which is finger 3 on fret 3 of the 5th string for the C. And then an open string 4 for the D. And that pattern just repeats 4 times, and again another 4 times, as we can see, because there's the 1st and 2nd ending. So it's just going G, B, C, D, G, B, C, D. And that's quite nice just to play as a thumb exercise there. Bar 6, we can see we've got 4 Bs, so finger 2 on fret 2 of string 5, B, 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 B. Then 4 low E's, 6th string open, E, 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 to 4 5-string opens, A. And you can see saying the note names, you start to really get a feel of recognising the notes. Followed by the next bar, D, C, B, A, so 4th string D, 3rd fret on the 5th string for the C, the B is the 2nd fret on the 5th string, open string A, next bar, down to G, low G there, so that's bar 10, that's the 3rd fret again on the 6th string, followed by the B, 2nd fret on the 5th, C, 3rd fret on the 5th string, a D, we get a couple of repeats going on there, so we just repeat bar 10 in bars 11 and 12, then we get a rest in bar 13 followed by another B, 2nd fret on the 5th string, C, 3rd fret, on the 5th string, D, repeat that again in the next bar with a rest, and then B, C, D, finishing off with our low G, 3rd fret, 6th string. So I hope that's been a useful tutorial on how to play Meet the Flintstones at home, and again just take it nice and steady so that you can play the phrase